I'm Molly,
And I'm Richie.
and this is Cold and Unseen Podcast.
The
Now,
Headless Horseman of Canton, Connecticut.
yes.
This is one I don't know a lot about, and I had to like actually look it up and do a little bit of research, and I found this
Mhm.
interesting that I'd never heard of this. So describe who is the Headless Horseman of Canton, Connecticut?
Yes. So, the Headless Horseman, I need to pull up my notes really quick because I need to remember his name. Um, so basically, the Headless Horseman is kind of a myth, but it was a French soldier who was traveling, and he was traveling from let me double check. Um he was traveling and he was carrying money with him. He was one of the people who would carry the payroll, and he was traveling and to do that to make sure people got paid. Um and you're not technically really supposed to stop when you do that. But he was stopping for the night, and he needed to take a break, and he was on his horse, and he stopped at the Canton, what was it? The Canton, the I don't know how to pronounce this correctly, but the Hosford Tavern, I think is how you pronounce it. Um, but he stopped, he got a drink, he got some food, and then he decided instead of continuing on to keep going, he was just gonna take a night and go to sleep, and he would pick up back in the morning with his big bag full of money. And pretty much he never left.
Never made it out of Canton.
No, he never left. And now no one, it said that the the innkeeper or the owner says that he saw him leave the next day, conveniently. He saw him leave the next day. But no one else really saw him leave the next day. He didn't make it to his destination, and he is now kind of known as this just myth and legend of at a certain point at night. He never made it, but there was also never any real it was unsolved because there was no body found, there was nothing found from him.
And how did
So
they, who reported this? And like whoever his family was missing him, and
I think he just became a missing person of like, well, especially because he's carrying money to pay people. So they're like, he didn't show up. And
so
so they're
they
looking
were
for
worried about
him, and
their
then they
money.
find his horse, and they're looking for the money. Like, you don't have a missing person report back then. But they know where the hell is my money.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so they're looking for him that way, and it was just basically like that. It was he stopped in for the night, and then he kept going when he continued on. He left this morning, but that's convenient for the owner who has the guy stop in. But no one else has had any account for him leaving, and now he has just become this legend of, if you go to that same tavern, which I don't know if they are still in business right now. I think it is still operating. I haven't been there in a couple of years, but me and my sister, obviously went to see if we could see it because it is right on the water, and it's on a road that it kind of curves, and it's right on the water, and it's just this tavern, and you apparently right at like dusk, it said that if you show up at the right time, it's between a couple different times, you have like a couple hours span, and if you show up at the right time, it's said that you can possibly catch him or hear him and his horse running down the street. And you can either hear a horse running down the street or you will actually see the apparition of a horse with a headless rider
Ugh,
going down the street and they will disappear into the water.
oh my
People
God.
have seen that, and then it is also said that that if you don't see it, you might still hear it because
That's spooky.
that's how he died, was he lost his head. Somebody beheaded him, which is an interesting way. Like if you're gonna kill anybody in general, like by yourself, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna behead them.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It is kind of weird.
Um,
It seems pretty brutal for a crime over money.
yes, yeah, and it says, let's see. Um, Yeah, according to a local folklore, a headless mounted apparition haunts the wooded roads of Canton, known for terrifying travelers late at night near the former tavern site.
Ugh, spooky that it rhymed.
I
It gave me a chill.
know. Yeah, him and his gold vanished. So that's why I'm like, if you stop for the night and the owner knows that you have this saddlebag full of gold,
Yeah.
but that's a lot of that's a lot of trouble to go through to like for
Do we think the
beheading
body
some.
was disposed in the water because the apparition seems to disappear into the water? Like it's
That's what I'm
almost
kind
like
of
it's trying
wondering.
to
I
lead
mean,
you to its body.
why didn't I never think about that?
So this is something that I've always done
Like I thought about the body being in the
forever.
water,
I
but
always
not
think
leading it.
ghosts are scary because we are ingrained as children that like we put ghosts in the same category as vampires and Frankenstein and demons, and we put ghosts in that category as children. So I feel like a part of us is subconsciously wired to instantly be afraid first with a spirit and not really think like, so if the spirit is trapped, why? So I always think like, is it trying to tell us something? Like, why? What would be the point? So there are malevolent spirits, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure there
Hmm.
are, but I feel like for the most part, some of them might just be communicating the only way they know how or can. Who knows how it
Oh
works?
no, 100%.
So I
100%.
wonder if he's trying to like maybe not so much scare people, but like, and who's to say what
No, that makes so much more
manifests
sense now.
that?
No, that makes so much more sense now. Like thinking about that, like if he's only showing up sometimes and only some people are catching him, maybe he's only showing up because he also sees you. And then
Spooky. That
with
actually,
with with no head, but he sees you.
like, yeah, and who's to say again, we don't know how what it takes for a ghost to manifest itself. So, like, who knows if your ghostly
Okay.
body is until you get peace if you're trapped in the last form you were. You know what I mean? So, like, if he was beheaded, then he can only manifest beheaded. And if his mode of transportation was a horse and he's trying to lead you somewhere, it just
Oh
makes
no,
sense to
100%.
manifest this way. So,
Well,
but
I think the horse too, I mean, it makes sense because the horse, everyone's gonna know who you are.
yeah,
No,
spooky.
I've straight up no, the spookiest thing that has happened, like when I have tried to like connect with things and with people, if I feel like something has been having a hard time, like trying to connect, I will when I've said before, um, if you need if you need to, like you can have like take the energy from my phone or take you can have some of my energy. And I'm not even joking when it helps, but right afterwards, I feel drained.
Of course, like literally there.
I'm exhausted. Like I'm ready for a nap. Like I'm about ready. Like when it happens, I'm ready to fall asleep. And it's the weirdest thing.
I that makes sense to me. That's crazy. And it would make sense that you could they can't siphon from you per se. It would have to be given with permission.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, but imagine you're giving a piece of yourself.
Hmm.
So of course that's exhausting. You're gonna need to, regenerate pretty much, or if that's how that works, I couldn't even say. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever be ballsy enough to be like, here, so you can take some of mine. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be that ballsy. Because I'm like, you ain't getting my precious years. You're already gone.
You're gone. I'm giving them years. I'm giving them some of my
Oh, you know what?
energy.
If it was my husband, I would give him
Oh,
my energy. Like, I would totally would, actually. If it was him, but who's to know? Some jerk could be tricking me.
I mean,
That's a
I've
scary
had them
part
lying.
of trying
I've
to
had them lying.
communicate. Yeah, trying
I
to communicate,
actually,
they'll definitely lie. Demons will always see a way in through people you love.
hmm. No, but for the for that tavern, I that's the kind of the craziest thing is like there's places like the Shanley, there's places like the Lizzie Borden house where all of these things like a lot has happened and there's like historic things have happened and lots occur. Like lots of things are going on. And then there's places like this little tavern. That one little thing happened and now this poor man is haunting it.
Now, what are like some of the
And
people
why?
like are there how many accounts are there and like a dating up to when? Like when's the most recent sighting?
What's the most recent? Like how many people have seen it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
Let
just
me
curious to
see.
know how selective. Because I'm sure tons of people, when they find out about it, because now this is something that I am going to do in my life. So I wonder how many people hear about this, go and try it, and how many are successful. So it would prove the theory of him being selective on, you know what I mean, who the
Yeah.
person is that can see him.
I'm trying to look it up because I don't know how many people off the top of my head. I don't know how many people.
I was very interested, and I feel like it must add to the fear because of the fact that there's already like the legend of Sleepy Hollow, the
Hmm.
Headless Horseman. So I feel like that already perpetuates people to be like afraid of this being. I mean, so the first thing I'm going to think if I see a headless apparition, had I not known about this, situation
Right.
before, I'm going to be like, yo, that's that dude from Sleepy Hollow. I'm out of here. Like literally.
Oh no. How many?
Crazy, crazy pants. I don't know what I would do. I mean, if yeah, it bugs me. Things like this bug me.
Okay.
Where like this person went missing. Has anybody? I know it's probably a super long shot, especially if he was put in the water. But like we have science. Like, is there any way that we can try to find this, solve these cases that are so old? Like nobody's even trying to do things anymore. Like I'm sure that with
I
all the
mean,
things that are in
I
this
don't
freaking
swim.
yeah, I just
Otherwise, I
wonder
otherwise I would say we could go diving and see if we can find a head.
if scuba diving. Oh my God, what if that's what he wants? What if they buried the body and threw the head in the water to keep from like
Or they're both
identify?
down there.
Yeah, I mean that too.
Because why would you bury the body and just ditch the head? I mean, it's not like they weren't searching that hard back then. They came in and asked him if he'd seen him and he said that they left the next morning. And they're like, "All right, cool.
Oh,
You're good."
it
They're not
just
they're
like
not bringing out
so
a search
violent.
party.
what a violent death. Like he gave quite a
For some gold.
struggle. Yeah, he either gave quite a struggle or
Okay.
I don't know.
So I can't find anything on like reported like how many in total, but the phantom figure is said to emerge from the Farmington River, um, mist on a dark spectral stallion, with locals historically claiming cars had to veer suddenly to avoid striking the rider. I so I
Sounds like
think
trying to
so
get
he
attention.
comes out of the water.
And
I
either
thought he was
way,
going in.
either way,
I
it
think it's
sounds
either
like
way, but he comes out of the waters sometimes.
either way
At some of
that
those sightings,
weird. I
yeah.
feel like that's like hello, I'm in here kind of thing.
Like me and my sister, like we drove up to it and we kind of like pulled over and like waited
And nothing.
and then nothing.
That
And then we
sucks.
just like slowly took the turn because nobody was coming. So we just like slowly drove through and then we were gonna try the next night, but we were just like, no.
Oh,
I
I
can't
would.
remember if we
I'm interested to know. I would want to walk it. I know that that's scary, probably, but I would want to like walk around it to see, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're in a car, I feel like maybe it would be like less chance of
I don't know which one would be less chance.
you'd have more time to show up if you're on foot. I feel like.
He'd
I
have
mean,
more
look at me
time.
suggesting cardio. Never do that. This just
I
sounds.
don't know.
I wonder, like, is this an angry, evil? You know, he's just angry, got robbed, and just left for dead, or is this, like, please find my body type situation? I can't help
But if
but
he's coming out of the water,
he could be like resting with his body until,
he might be coming directly from where he is.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Either way, I feel like the message might be the same, like, help me, I'm here.
Yeah, I think it's obviously like, I don't even know if it's like, help me, I'm here. It's just like, hey, idiots, I've been over here the whole time.
And I wonder,
I,
like,
I don't
who's to
know if
say
it's,
the money's not there?
or maybe it's, I'm late. Maybe in his head, he's not even dead.
Oh, and he's got to rush to bring the money.
And he's
Find
trying to
him.
rush to bring the money back.
So this guy he was going around paying people, right? So
He was working and bringing payroll.
so who's to say that the last person who got paid wasn't the person who followed him and was like, nah, I'm gonna take all this. I saw what you had.
Well, because he hadn't made it to his final destination. He stopped.
Oh, so he didn't get to pay anybody at all.
No,
Uh,
that's what happened was he had the bag full of money that he was bringing to pay people, and he stopped the tavern
so this
to
wasn't
take
multiple stops. This was one stop, and he never.
one stop to bring money.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder they were pressing. Where's this guy?
Yeah, it was okay. It was 1777, and he was a French soldier, um, traveling the Lynchfield Turnpike and carrying a heavy military payroll of silver and gold to French and American troops in Saratoga, New York. He was heading to New York,
Oh wow, never made it.
and he never made it.
Crazy. He was close. He was kind of. I mean, by horseback. Who's to say?
I
I'm sure
mean,
it was probably another
well, that's
day's
why he took
ride.
a break.
Where
However, he's in
coming from?
Connecticut. Where he's coming from? It didn't say where he was coming from. Hold on.
So yeah, that's interesting. I'm like wondering where was his start point? How far did he travel till he took a rest? He was coming from Hartford and he needed to break that soon.
He's
I could
on
walk
horseback.
Hartford to Canton. No, probably not.
I
Probably
mean,
not.
you could. Hartford's not that far. It's only 30 minutes driving.
So by horseback, that's probably like what, like 5, 6 hours.
Oh
Who
God, no.
that's just a crazy guess because how the hell would I know? But like I would not know at all. But
I'm trying to think. I would guess you could probably get on horseback if you're not walking on horseback. If you're not walking, probably 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. Because I'm thinking the speed of a car and those speeds over there. A
yeah,
few hours.
it's just weird that he needed a break that soon, even still. Why
I mean,
stop?
yeah.
I wonder if it was like if he was
How long did he have to get to fucking New York? You started in Hartford. Why did you go to Canton?
who's to say he was actually gonna stop there? I mean, who's to say he was actually gonna go to New York? What if he was like, I got the money now, bitches, was partying like because he went to a tavern, obviously.
Yeah, he went to a
So
tavern, but it was like a tavern that had a hotel that had rooms in it.
I mean, still, who's to say like what he was, I don't know. Maybe he was like doing the damn thing, trying to party it up,
I love that we're
trying to get
just
the
like
money,
we're just like this is really
speculating.
what happened.
This could be like, hear me out, that he was hoeing and things got a little wrong, and I don't know who's to say, but I do find it interesting the headless part, like because it just
That's the
seems like
biggest
some
thing.
random thing. It's not like you were seeing a ghost of a guy with money or a ghost of a guy
No.
looking for money. It's a whole ass headless ghost. So I'm just curious as to how that got started and where that.
And what and who in a tavern has what they unless you just have like unless everybody just was like had an axe laying around, a
Yeah,
big old axe laying around
uh,
that like easily you could actually take someone by surprise.
I'm saying, like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you kill somebody with an axe without drawing attention, making a huge mess? Like, it just doesn't sound like an easy feat. It just sounds like a crazy way to kill somebody when you're trying to get money quick. So
Maybe it was a setup.
it could have been. I don't know. Just the fact
Maybe it
it
was
just
a
seems
maybe it
almost
was a setup
personal.
with everyone in the bar because they
The
didn't
deca
because everyone else was gone by the time the police were there.
I wonder, like the decapitation it just seems almost personal. Like it just seems like a weird way to just off a rando that's just carrying a shit ton of money.
No, it does seem personal.
So it seems kind of heavy. So I'm just wondering. But again, what if he was blowing off steam with these people's money and somebody, I don't know. I have no idea what to even think.
But we have to remember though that even if whatever he was doing with the people's money, whether he had it, he was still just keeping it safe and he was just stopping off for the night because like they did just travel on horseback. Um, whatever it might be, there's no way for anybody to know back then. Like it wasn't like somebody could send a quick text.
True,
I mean, even if you want to send a note, you're still sending it by someone on a horse.
true. So I mean, and by the time the cops got there and people were able to report this guy not showing up
Yep.
and them looking into it, they had plenty of time to, you know what I mean?
Figure
At
it
least
out.
the day, because I'm sure they were waiting for him the whole next day, and when he didn't show up, then you're
I
concerned.
mean,
But
there's places.
they have plenty of time to clean up, get rid of whatever evidence.
I mean, they could have, like, part of him could be in the water, part of him could still be underneath the tavern. There's a lot of places, there's a lot of places that literally people were just like thrown underneath the building. That like now you go to these places and you'll see like these hidden rooms or these like secret rooms that people find. And obviously they don't find like the bodies when they first move in.
Wanted to make it a
But
hint.
but but they know that these rooms were just um like Irish mob chucked him down into like these different storage rooms, storage pits.
I wonder what happened with that money.
There's there's a room I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it, but I've seen it on YouTube, but I didn't ask them about it. I wanted to. I didn't though. When I went to the Shanley. And they have like a little secret downstairs area room where there had been like some others. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know that there had been like stuff going on.
Uh,
So people like literally this was a thing. Like I wouldn't be surprised if at a tavern, especially a tavern now that's known for like a headless horseman,
yeah. What is the
for
name of this tavern?
it is
I need to
the
plan a trip. Connecticut is not far from me.
Hosford Hosford Tavern in Canton. It's not far from where I'll be.
I'm interested
Oh,
to know
interesting.
if anyone at home has anything to add to any of this. If they have ever seen anything, heard about anybody who's seen anything, I'd be interested to know that for sure.
For the Headless Horseman or for just in general?
In general, but the Headless Horseman. I want to hear some accounts. I'm actually I there were when I just was looking, there's a page and it had some videos on it, so I'm like, I'm gonna go watch and see what people are saying. As far as like what their encounters consisted of.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen anybody talk about actual encounters with it. I just know that people have seen it.
Yeah,
I just
that's
haven't
what I mean, like
watched.
what they saw. I want to hear like the explanation, as far as what they saw, what they felt, like what it was like. Um, I can imagine, first of all, we're in 2026, so I would instantly be freaking out if I hear the pitter patter of a freaking horse in the middle of the night. So I can imagine that in itself is probably so menacing.
I don't know if that's so menacing. I would be freaked out a little bit if I saw someone headless on a horse though.
Well, yeah, that's
Like
for sure.
the
That's
ghost of a
given.
horse. I might
But
not freak out too much if I thought I heard a horse running down the street. I might be a little worried. But
yeah, that's the
if
same.
I
Like
looked
that's
up and
freaky.
it was just like an apparition,
Oh, just a horse running down the street, like the sound of one. So I'm because you said there have been either people see them or hear him. So if you're only
yeah,
hearing the horse, that's what I'm imagining. Like you're just hearing like a horse running around. I would be freaking
that
out.
yeah, I guess that's
Because even
spooky.
let's assume it was a real horse. Why is it running around in the middle of the night on the street? Freaking me out. So that's what I mean. Very menacing. Horses are
Uh,
big. They kind of scare me a little
I've
bit.
had
Horses
two
are
horses.
beautiful,
I had two
majestic.
horses growing up.
I went horseback riding when I was young and I loved it. I loved horseback riding. I actually hurt my groin getting onto the horse. Funny story. I was in a lot of pain for the first half of it. But as
Oh no.
miserable a pain as I was loving it. I never felt so free in my life.
Mm.
It was just such a good feeling. And I love horses. They are beautiful. But that is being said, I will only go around a horse in a professional setting like where there are trained professionals assisting me because I
Oh,
am terrified of horses. They are big creatures and they could
they're
stomp me.
big dogs.
So I would be freaked out. I love them. They're so pretty and I just want to like pet and snuggle a horse. But that's probably why it would stomp me because I would want to snuggle it. So, but
Oh
not
my
a ghost
God.
horse with a headless guy on it. That's for sure.
I am curious though if anyone has actually seen this ghost, if anyone has actually seen it, if anyone has seen it, like what actually happened with it because I've only heard about what is supposed to happen and I would like to actually experience and see it for myself, but I have like one more chance to see it in the next week, but I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah,
happen. So
you should try. I think you should try. It'd be
I
worth
think
it.
I'm gonna try a couple times, but we'll see if that happens. Again, I will report
I
back. But
love that. Yes. And you're finally going
oh,
to be in my neck of the woods. This is the very
I
exciting.
will be. I'm excited.
So that's something to look forward to. Um, and I am definitely going to go into a little bit deeper of a dive into this Headless Horseman, and I'm going to make that trip myself at some point. So because I need to experience this myself. There's something about it um, that's like speaking to me. I don't know what it is. It's just like getting me like amped up. Like I want to see this for myself. Like that in my heart
I
of hearts,
think
I
maybe
believe there's something to see. I truly do.
I think
I'm
you're
getting
starting
the
to
feeling.
open yourself up. I think you're starting to open yourself up a little bit more, and I think that's you like trying to tap into things more.
Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. But as soon as you got into it, like something about it instantly, like again, that's where my little like empath thing comes into play. Like my first thought is like he's trying to get help. Like you know what I mean? I'm like I'm instantly like like feel a connection to this
You did.
beer I heard about just, not that long ago for the first time ever. So I don't know. For me, I feel like there's something to be seen, and I'm excited
Which is
to
funny because I never
go and
even thought
experience.
about that. I was like, oh, he could actually be asking for help. Whereas for me, I was just, my mind went instantly to, he's late for work.
I mean, but that too, like late for work, late to go back home. Who did he leave behind? Is a good question. Did he have a wife or children?
I don't know.
So, I mean, you could,
There's not much information on him specifically. There's just information on like that stop, what happened, and then like some people have kind of just thrown together their own like make makeshift legends of like because things don't really make sense, they're trying to put things together like, oh, there was thieves, he was robbed, but there's no evidence of any of that.
I would say that there was something to it if he just went missing and then with the money.
Right.
One of two things could have happened. He stole the money and started a new life, or he was killed for the money. But when we're
But
talking
he's
about the
headless.
headless apparition, yeah,
That is the
it
big
just
thing. He's
seems personal.
headless. There's no bullet in his head. There's no like missing anything except for like one of the biggest parts of your
Yeah,
body.
he was straight decapitated. It just seems excessive.
Just seems a little excessive.
Just a little excessive for me for some money. Because I mean, like a quick jab to the carotid with a knife is just as effective. Not giving anyone ideas. Do not do this at home. Do not try this at home. Okay. Okay, guys. But like, I mean, it just seems like crazy pants to go through the entire work of beheading someone so you can take their money. So that's where it does seem very sus. It just makes me wonder, was this like an off chance with a psychopath? Because again, like somebody motivated by money, why be so violent about it? Unless you were already a violent person. Like, you know what I mean? It just seems this guy could
I
have gotten the bad luck and got hit with somebody who was a sociopathic broke person who was like, "Ooh, money and a victim. This is great. Two for one special in Canton." Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. We have to be we have to end this. Well, when we're getting to two for one special, it's done.
just looking through the eyes of a serial killer, possibly. That's all. We don't know. Just, cutting off someone's head just seems a little
Oh
crazy.
my God. And with that,
So if you've had an experience with the Canton Headless Horseman, we want to know.
And we will see you next time.
We sure will.